Hello, my friends, and welcome to day 251 of the Russian-Ukraine war. All right, and let's get straight to the deep state map, where we do have some changes. And we can see here the enemy regained control of Makivka and Novodobane in the Luhansk region, Bezymene in the Kherson region. As a result of the enemy attack, part of Marinka and the territory on south of Opin came under control of the Muscovites. The armed forces managed to repel the enemy from Pavlivka. The situation in the area of Sodolki has been clarified. All right, so let's see what actually has gone down here. All right, so yesterday was like this. And you can see a little change here. This is where the Ukrainians were advancing hardcore. We're trying to take this road to cut the supplies from Savatove to, where's that little town? Kremina. Okay, so let's see here. So the Russians pushed back and regained some territory. About how much did they get here? Let's see here. Let's get back out the ruler. Okay. Click on the first. I did click on the first. Okay. To about right there. 4 kilometers. Okay. I did pretty good. I did real good. Look at that. Damn. I've got about 2 kilometers. That's always a drag. We don't want to see that. Right here. They pushed back a little over here. Major fighting. How about in the Bakhmut area? This is where we saw that they had some change right down here. There's Opine. Okay. So yesterday was like that, and today, all the new troops that they got is making a difference, guys. Damn. See, it's not much, but still. They are pushing back. And this is supposedly the Wagner group too. Damn. Okay, what else we got? Major fighting in the Adivka area. So let's see what yesterday. Nothing much there. I saw something move over here. Okay, so it looks like they advanced over here. South of Novominkavla, just north of Volodymka. I'm not pronouncing these right, but I do my best, guys. Damn. We did repel over here, south of Pavlinka. Alright, let's see. Nothing here. Okay, and let's go to the Kherson district. Okay, right around here, guys, check this out. So we did yesterday and today we lost a little bit of territory there. Okay, that's interesting, guys. So that's all we've got at the deep state map. Okay, so for the Russian losses, okay, let's see. We're sitting at 294,000. Yikes. That is a lot of troops. So yesterday it was 290,000. And total killed 72,470. That was yesterday. Today, 73,270. That's 800 soldiers killed. Wow. That's a lot of guys. And what else do we have? Okay, we've got 24 armored combat vehicles taken out, 16 tanks, 3 artillery, 1 aircraft, and 1 helicopter. All right, so let's go to the old Google. Let's see what the Ukraine news, what do we got going on over here? What are they feeding us? Okay, New York Times. Sea drone attack on Russian fleet puts focus on expanded Ukraine arms. Bloomberg, Russia's invasion of Ukraine moves toward war of drones as winter looms. CNN, a Russian naval base was targeted by drones. Now Ukraine grain exports are at risk. Okay. BBC, Ukraine war, tales of endurance and hardship as winter looms. Like, the hardship was when Russia invaded. And, you know, with Russia trying to take out all the electric infrastructure, that just, man, these poor Ukrainians, my heart goes out for them guys. Al Jazeera, Ukraine, latest updates, Iran plans to send more UAVs to Russia. These assholes. Okay, here's something that wasn't reported too much here, guys. Biden lost his temper with Zelensky during phone call over Ukraine aid. Usually everyone's telling us that we're really good buddies and everything's going, you know, just like they wanted. But obviously that's not the case. Biden lost temper with Zelensky on June phone call when Ukraine leader asked for more aid. Okay. Biden had barely finished telling Zelensky that he just green-lighted another $1 billion in military assistance when the Ukrainian president started listing all the additional help needed. Okay. It's become routine since Russia invaded Ukraine. President Joe Biden and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky spoke by phone whenever the U.S. announces a new package. Okay. But a phone call between the two leaders in June played out differently from previous ones. Okay, Biden had barely finished telling Zelensky just green-lighted another $1 billion, and Zelensky started, well, of course he did, you know? Like the Russians, imagine if the tables were reversed and we were having to ask Zelensky for money because the Russians they've taken California, you know? Biden lost his temper. Oh, you know, geezer. The American people were being quite generous. Yeah, but we got to be more generous. And the U.S. military were working hard to help Ukraine, raising his voice. Yeah, Zelensky could show a little more gratitude. This might be true. Public support for sending could begin to fade. Yeah, that is one of the things. But the clash reflects Biden's early awareness that both congressional and public support for sending billions of dollars to Ukraine could begin to fade. That moment has arrived just as the president prepares to ask Congress to greenlight even more money for Ukraine. Yeah, we're facing that from Republicans and Democrats. Biden that wasn't present when Congress approved previous Ukraine funds. Yeah. Guys, I've heard about that on the news where they don't want to send any more money to them. Discussed the lame duck session. The White House hasn't specified an amount, but 40 to 60 billion. Officials 50 billion. The national spokesman for the National Security Council declined to comment. Spokesman for Zelensky declined to comment. U.S. top officials warned that there's no signs of the war ending anytime soon. Before the June 15th, and we're just barely hearing about this, okay? So I want you guys to understand what we're getting our reports, what the media is telling us here in the States. The president's frustrations with Zelensky have been building for weeks. 3 people. It's tough, right, guys? Do as much as. Yeah, Biden and some of his aides felt that the administration was doing as much as it could, as quickly as it could, but Zelensky continued to focus publicly on what wasn't being done. And, you know, if this was true, we would have sent a bunch more HIMARS the first time around. Like, we've been slowly sending the HIMARS and the aid. Like, this is Russia that's attacking Ukraine. Like, they need help. We need to be sending everything we can at them. From Zelensky's perspective, as well as some of Eastern Europe governments and U.S. lawmakers from both parties has been repeated frustration that the Biden White House moves too slowly. Yeah, exactly. Initially hesitating to approve certain capabilities, Ukraine requests most urgently. Yup. Only to relent weeks or months. Exactly. Like, I can understand Zelensky's frustration after the pushback Zelensky got on in their June phone call. His team decided to try to diffuse tension. Smart move, because we're the ones sending billions of dollars. Okay, Zelensky responded publicly and thanking Biden. Thank you. I had an important conversation with the U.S. President today. He said in videotaped remarks, I'm grateful for his support. It's especially important for the defense of Ukraine. I think really Russia would have taken Ukraine had it not been for all the support, not just from the U.S., but from Europe too. All right, let's see what the Russian news has to say. I always like to get both sides of the story and see what propaganda these guys are pushing out. Putin issues warning over Ukraine deal, over grain deal. Okay, Pussy Riot co-founder arrested in absentia. Okay, is reportedly accused of spreading fakes about the Russian armed forces. Yeah, right. Putin calls for closer ties with Arab states, the only ones that are supporting them. Russia set to unilaterally ease visa procedures for foreigners. Well, I still won't be going there. President Vladimir Putin has ordered the government to introduce visa-free entry regardless of reciprocity. That's interesting. Russia demands Black Sea corridor guarantees from Ukraine. Yeah, right. Like, he wants Ukraine to stop targeting their ships, yet he can send all the missiles to attack civilian infrastructure. Like, get real, jerk off. Russia may bring back Soviet area practice, U.S. area systems to arrive in Ukraine soon. Okay, there are U.S. troops on the ground in Ukraine. Okay, we got that. Moscow issues update on frontline reinforcements. 87,000 mobilized reservists have joined. This is why it's going so slow, guys. Like these 87,000 that just hit the front lines. Now, if we've only killed 73,000 since the start of the war, and they just put in another 87,000, like that's going to be awfully tough. And they've mobilized 300,000, so basically they're starting fresh again. So another 8 months, another 9 months. Man, this is awfully tough, guys. Okay, Ukrainian military logistics degraded. Ukrainian military logistics degraded. Imagine, like, that's propaganda, guys. They say nothing about their degraded military logistics as well. Like the Russians, if you haven't seen some of their equipment, they've gone back to stuff from the 1940s and even older than that. Moscow raises concerns over Liz Truss message to Blinken. Russia accuses Ukraine of nuclear plant hypocrisy. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Zelensky nullified grain deal. This is incredible. Like, Zelensky didn't even sign off on it, and it was actually Putin who nullified the grain deal. However, Turkey is going ahead. Okay, and here, most of the agricultural products do not reach those who need them the most. Oh, the Russian president said, well, you know what, if you just let them go, maybe they would reach. Like, the hypocrisy, unbelievable. Business mogul renounces Russian citizenship. Oh, nice. I would too. Partial mobilization completed in Russia. Military defense. Russia closes Black Sea grain corridor. See now, Russia closes the Black Sea grain, and then supposedly up here, Zelensky nullified grain shipping deal. Like, They can't even lie on the same website. Unbelievable. Russia also offers alternative. Okay. So that's what we got going on with the Russia Times, guys, RT website. And okay, this is what we got for the Americans, for the West. Okay, guys, as you can see, I'm in Las Vegas. And yeah, that's all the news for today, guys. So if you like this video and you like this style, guys, I'm going to be working on getting you more information. Please hit the subscribe, hit the like button because it helps me out, and subscribe to the channel. I'm just starting this channel, guys, and this is my first video, so I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be talking to you guys soon. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace out.